this one. Oh yeah, we spawn camping this one. Yo, oh my gosh. First of all, bro, Light Yagami, anime's deadliest serial killer. Okay, first of all, listen, man, if you don't know, my name is Philly on Mars, and I talk about the most family-friendly anime content of all time. But today it's time to talk about some Death Note and some Light Yagami. First of all, I love Death Note. First of all, if you know any baddies that like anime, they love Death Note. So make sure you're tapped in, you know what I'm saying? Today we're gonna be talking about Light. First of all, let me get my opinions about what's it called back. Hold on, watch this. I'm gonna get top comment. Watch. Look at that, guys. Like that up. Anyway, first of all, listen. If you're unaware of Death Note, just know it had the most bummy ending of all time. Other than that, the show was great. Let's watch. Oh my gosh, let's get it, man. I'm so excited. Freaky CJ watching CJ. All right.
I'm going to jail.
That wasn't funny.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another installment of.
Yo, why did he use the music I just used? Yo, I literally was just using that music.
Anime's deadliest serial killers, and today we dive into the case of the most notorious serial killer in anime history.
Yes,
and that is none other than Kira, aka Light Yagami. And my God, with all the evidence,
oh my gosh, man, look at all the
the amount of
your brother cuter.
This man racked up. This case is gonna be a beefy one. So let's stop wasting time. So
Chat, I got a beefy one.
It's time to dive
I got a beefy one.
The Kira case.
Chat. Okay, I didn't mean to say that. My bad.
Light Yagami, one of the most diabolical niggas to ever exist.
Shout out Light, man.
With a kill count that ranges in the 6 figures.
Yo,
and had a whole
oh my God,
praising this nigga, thinking that he's the Messiah.
I need somebody to help me glorify God. And stretch out your arms, open up your mouth.
No, you don't.
Anyway. But you have to wonder,
Chat, would I be a good preacher?
Actual did this generic ass background character looking toothpick built ass nigga become one of the most notorious mass murderers in fiction?
Simple, the book dropped in front of him, bro.
That is why we
the book dropped in front of him, bro.
We need to know what the hell the weapon was to commit all these homicides.
The book just dropped right in front of him, bro.
Death Note. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody knows how this thing works, but if you forgot, here's a quick refresher. The human whose name is written in this note shall die. The note will not take effect unless the writer has the person's face in their
Chat, have y'all ever written someone's name in a death note?
Therefore, people sharing the
Yo, chat, I'll tell you this right now. I wrote some of y'all mama's coochie in there and I killed that thing. I gave him
the person's name, it will happen. And finally,
Strokes.
after writing the cause of death, details of the death should be written in the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Now, with all of that explained, we can now move into the first major incident. And that is, of course, the first confirmed 52 victims. Now, when Light first found the death note, when
he started killing off Rip,
dropped right in front of him,
literally,
he thought to himself, man, this is some bullshit. What is this, a sick joke? Who the hell would believe this? But Light, being a little curious George, decided to take the book.
Me and my friend saw a naked sped kid in the school bathroom throwing up. Why did you even think that that was even like, why? Thanks?
So later on, when Light got home, bro was a little bored. So he ended up thinking in his head, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try it out, right? So Light's intrusive thoughts took over.
Yep.
So he ended up turning on the news and hearing, breaking news! A local crackhead is holding 8 children hostage at a daycare. So Light said, F it, let's write this guy's name down. I mean, he's a criminal after all. So 40 seconds later, the news comes back on and says, breaking news! The children have been set free and the assailant just over and died.
Yeah, he had a heart attack.
This man Light was shook. He was like, no. It was just a coincidence, right?
A coinky dinky.
No fucking way, right? But it was no coincidence. This local crackhead was the first victim of Light. But Light needed more proof because he thought it just had to be a random coincidence that bro had a heart attack when he wrote his name down. So later on that same night, while Light is walking back from cram school, he ends up seeing this lady walking, and these bikers
I remember this.
Start to harass her.
Yo, this dude got hit by a truck.
Right here ends up saying, "Hey there, pretty lady. How about you come fuck with a real nigga and come in, spit on that thing for me."
Bro, come on, bro. What is this joke, bro? Why did he do a joke in the thing, bro? Is this why he's been saying this for the last week, bro? This is ridiculous, bro. I've been hearing them say Huck Tuh for the last week, bro. This is why, bro.
So these freaky ass niggas tried to redo a Hiller shorty in the parking lot. But Light was in the convenience.
What do you mean, look what you did to CJ? This has nothing to do with me, bro.
Watching the whole thing like, not on my watch, you 69 gods. So he wrote bro's name down and made the cause be of accidental death, and the rest was history. Old girl breaks
You corrupted
away
his
while
mind.
Ugly bastard tries to
CJ
track her
freakier
down.
than me, yo.
To another world.
Damn! Truckoon.
And just like that, Light caught another body, and this man was stunned. He was like, no fucking way. I just summoned Truckoon. That means I must be a fucking god. And at
CJ
this
is never
point,
freaky.
Light's god complex
Whatever,
was
bro.
born. This man went back to the crib, locked the door looking like he about to beat that thing, and said, I'm about to cleanse this water.
See, look at that one. You heard that one? Really, you fat as fuck. Do I look fat?
Of its garbage. So this man looked up a list of criminals and just started getting active. This nigga started writing so fast, it looked like he had an essay due the next day.
Yo.
And he just started racking up bodies. Body. Going crazy, thinking in his head, yeah, that ugly bastard that was talking to that little girl the other day, enjoy being unemployed with Dr. Disrespect.
Yo, that was a crazy joke. Number 2. So listen, bruh. First gap. So the interesting thing about Light, man, is that at first, what is that? The word, he's a vigilante, right? Like, at first he was just killing off, the niggas who was gonna die anyway. Or just straight criminals. Now, later on, did he get a little greedy and start going at other people? Hell yeah. But, yo, at first, I see the vision. I don't think there was an issue, to be honest. You know what this kind of reminds me of? All the PDF catchers. You know what I'm saying? That kind of reminds me of all the PDF catchers just humiliate people. Because the, what's it called? Because the cops won't do it. This is kind of that scenario, bro. But, yeah, bro was just really a vigilante at first. Until he tried to kill L. And that's coming up. But I guess that was just 2 seconds. But in general, I don't know. I don't know. It's like an interesting scenario.
And this man went through the whole night just writing down names.
Yeah,
until
facts. What the
2
fuck?
whole pages were full. And look at this man breathing hard as hell, looking like he just ran a 5K. And just off of that
5K.
one night, this man killed 52 criminals. Now, here's the wild part. That was just criminals that died of heart attacks.
Yep.
Because when Interpol got this information, they was like, there could be some people that were unaccounted for. So that death toll could have easily been over 100.
Jesus.
So after Light racked up all of his first victims, the name Kira started spreading
People
like
fires out
wildfire.
here?
Because
I mean, in general,
Light
yeah,
was
but not this.
constantly dropping off niggas. Every single day, he was killing multiple criminals, and people all around the world was supporting this man. They had Reddit threads and Discord servers just glazing this nigga, and this just amped up his god
This
complex
fucking
even more.
meme is so
just
funny.
looking at this Light, yeah, that's right, glaze me, nigga. Polish this Willie. And of course, now he got this
Polish this
A1
Willie?
instigating Shinigami Ryuk attached to his hip the whole time now.
Ryuk.
But even though Light was killing only criminals, at the end of the day, it
watch
was
the movie
still
yet?
murder.
I told you
And
I-
this is when this man
no,
fell
what movie?
for the trap. Now, this
Yeah,
is the
this
moment
was so
where you
dumb.
just think to yourself, what if Light never made this crucial mistake? And
Bro.
that mistake was killing Linda L. Taylor on live
Like,
TV.
nigga.
So a worldwide public service announcement.
This was
comes on
actually
TV,
so dumb.
And this man announces himself as L. But obviously, this ain't L. But Light didn't know. So Linda.
Bro, why would L come on there? I mean, I guess you wouldn't know at the time because he wasn't going back and forth. But why would L come on there and say, yo, this is my full name, knowing that's how like, that just doesn't make sense. Like, this is when bro got way too greedy, bro.
L. Taylor starts speaking and saying,
Good afternoon, world. My name is Linda L. Taylor. Kira, if you're watching this, we have a message for you.
Like, this nigga came out, this nigga was supposed to be the best investigator in the United States, I think. And then he comes over here to try and find you. He would just be like, oh, okay, I'm doing a face reveal on some dream type beat. Like, I don't know. This was such an interesting, dumb decision, bruh.
You are evil, and you are just a mindless serial killer. And I'm gonna bring your punk ass to justice.
So while Light is watching this, here come this instigating ass nigga. Ooh, Light,
So we watch
I'm not gonna lie,
Avalon-
that nigga pressing your shit right
Avel-
now. So what the fuck you gonna do about it, huh? So here come this man Light, his ego.
Bro don't
is
even look like
challenged.
L. I mean, he don't know what L looked like.
Evil? Quit all that fucking yapping, nigga. I am God. and you can suck my divine dick 6 feet under. So Light got to work.
It's divine dick, guys.
He wrote bro's name down in a heartbeat, and after he finished, he was like, yeah, that's right. I'll show the world what happens if you defy me. So 40 seconds later, and Lind L. Taylor has a heart attack, croaks over, and dies. And here go Light.
Okay, hold on. And another theory too. I'm actually surprised that I know this dude was supposed to be on death row anyway, and he was gonna die or whatever the word is. But like, how did L even get a random criminal to come on and act as if he was a fucking news anchor? Bro, just unpause. Nigga, you could watch the OG video.
He got it in the bag. What's wrong? Huh? Get the fuck up, huh? Pussy, you was talking to that shit.
What's good, fuck, nigga?
Huh?
Hero, I can't believe it. You was one dumbass nigga. You really think I'd get my introverted ass on TV and f***ing press you like this? You one stupid ass nigga, and now I know all your shit. The dude you just killed.
But I want to watch you.
Today anyway, so he can go.
How would that make sense? If you don't want me to talk, you're not watching me.
Broadcasting this in the Kanto region of Japan. So guess what, motherfucker? I know exactly where you at. So come on, motherfucker. Go on ahead and try to kill me. Do it. Come on. I'm waiting for you right here. Don't be a pussy bitch. Show me you got some balls on you.
Show me you got some balls.
You need a name in a face.
Fuck.
There it is, bro. He caught his dumb ass. I'm gonna be yapping this vid.
Could it be me?
Shout out YouTube.
Kira, know this. On my mama, I'm coming for your bitch ass, and I'm gonna put your nigga ass in the slammer.
So after this man L played Light like a
Stop
fool
saying the
and
freaky
pressed the
corruption.
living hell
I didn't
out of
do
him,
anything.
The investigation on Kira went into full effect. So this is where we move on to our next set of evidence and next set of victims.
The
and
bus
our first key victim
jacking
is Ray Pinber. Now, Ray Pinber
Oh my God, his
was a
wife was
FBI
bad.
agent. Yeah, this case got so big that this man L ended up getting help from the FBI to come solve this case, because that's how horrendous this shit got.
His wife was beautiful.
Was murdering like 23 niggas a day at this point. He was dropping at least one body an hour and just toying with L the whole time. So L
that would be like 0.9
that
an hour.
whoever Kira was had to have ties to the police, because how the hell would this person be getting all this information on these criminals? And what do you know?
Don't give me a death note putting Philly name in it, but I'm gonna let him die by suffocation of ass by a baddie.
Light's dad is the police chief. So L basically made every single person
Nigga simping for a drawing. That's like me saying you're simping for some pixels, bro.
And Ray Pinber's job was to survey Light. And obviously Light didn't need this type of heat.
Hold on. Wait, so I can just say my name is Hubert Figglebottom and I can still get packed by the no, it has to be your actual name. It has to be your actual name, and they have to have your face. They have to have your face. Like your face in their head, because there's multiple people who have the same name.
Light decided, I'm gonna have to put this man in a coffin. So Light came up with this devious ass plan, and that was the bus jacking incident. So for this
was
Light
smart,
needed a
but this also got him in trouble. I'm pretty sure this also almost got him in trouble.
So he found
I don't think that's how it works. That's exactly how it works. You write someone's name down, their full name, and then you have to have their face.
The local crackhead on the most wanted list.
At least you're talking to him.
Otsuruda. I'm not gonna lie, I just butchered that man's name. So the second part of his plan, he needed a
No, if your name is not Hubert Figglebottom, you won't get packed. Like, it has to be your actual name. So that's why a lot of people in here, they gave fake names. However, you're gonna see there's ways, if you give up half of your life, then you can also, if you give up half of your life to like Ryuk or like the like whatever the demons were called, I forgot what they were called, then you can also see people's names. So you're gonna see, they're gonna explain, he's gonna explain it, but you could also see other people's names. Shinigami, there we go. And you're gonna see how this nigga is the most slimiest nigga of all time. This nigga, wait until you see the shawty, bro. Oh my God, he did her so dirty and didn't give a fuck. You need a girl as loyal as her, bro.
shorty. So this man dialed up one of his shorties on his roster and called her and said, "Hello?
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit. I'm horny as fuck, man. I'm a freak, man. Like, for real."
You's a freaky ass nigga.
So the next day, Light ends up meeting the girl to go on their date to Disneyland.
Yo, he showed me that edit.
Ray Pinber is right behind them, following them, all according to Light's plan. So they end up getting on the bus, and Ray Pinber sits right behind them. So
You did
about
this
a
to
good
CJ. I didn't do
15
nothing,
minutes
bro.
later, they stop at the next bus stop, and the local crackhead gets on the bus. And this man
Shout out.
wasted no time. He cocked back the gun and said, "All right, everybody, sit the fuck down and do your best Rosa Parks impersonation. I'ma blow this nigga brains out."
That's a crazy
But,
joke.
Sir, please.
Crazy
I ain't
joke.
playing with you, nigga. So this man called up Disneyland and said, "Bring out all the cash you made today, and make sure the nigga that's bringing out got on a Minnie Mouse costume."
Sir, we're
What?
able to comply with your demands, but why the Minnie Mouse costume?
So I could get my nut off, nigga. The fuck else you expect? So
Yo, no, that was Yo! Yo! Philly, you ruined CJ. I didn't do anything. I have done nothing. I've done nothing.
while this lunatic is high out of his mind,
Nigga, did a
going
new
wild,
time chatter say this is your fault? What did I do?
This man Ray Pember leans over and says, "All right, y'all, like he said, stay calm and do your best Rosa Parks impersonation. My name is Ray
That's a
Pember,
good joke.
FBI."
And he fucked up there. The nigga told him his full name. GG. But this nigga got to go home, I'm pretty sure, and tell his wife, his baddie wife.
When this man Light looked at this man's ID,
You
Bro just
freaky
smirked
gay.
and
I'm
thought
not
in his
gay.
head, "Stupid ass nigga. All according to plan." So Light digs in his pocket and drops a piece of paper on the floor. So the crackhead's like, "The fuck you moving for, you
Philly
little
must have
shit?
bit CJ and gave him a
Want me to
freaky
pull your brains
zombification.
out, nigga?" But Light meant to drop that paper because
Bro has devious
that
intent,
was
bro.
a piece of the death note.
You're freaky, though.
old boy
CJ
turns
freakier
around
than me,
and
bro.
starts tweaking because he ends up seeing Ryuk behind him. So bro just starts emptying
Oh
the
yeah,
mag, trying to
that's
shoot.
another thing too. For people who don't know, I get it. If you're watching this on YouTube, you watch anime, I get it. But for the people who don't, or just watching just because you want to see my sexy face, if you touch any of the Death Note, if a random person touches the Death Note, then they can see Ryuk. Ryuk is to that specific book. He is what's the word? Stationed to that book. So yeah, if you touch the book, then you can see Ryuk as well. There you go. And then there's like a note. I don't know if he's gonna explain what happens, like how you can kill a Shinigami. Like that's a whole nother thing. Are there different Death Notes? Yes, there's many different Death Notes in the series. I mean, there's just many different in general. He didn't show like the realm that it's in.
This man Ryuk, but obviously it ain't working. So bro ran up to the bus driver and said,
Is there a life note?
What
the fuck? Is there a sex note?
Stops.
Wow.
Bro runs out into the street.
And what happens?
Carcoon comes flying down
Carcoon.
the street and splatters this nigga's guts like the Nickelodeon logo.
Splatters his nuts like the Nickelodeon logo. Is there a freaky one, bro?
Emotion, looks at his watch and said, 11:45.
If there was a sex watch, who y'all putting in there?
Right on schedule. Light staged this entire bus jacking because using the Death Note, he made this man board the bus, attempt to hijack it, then jump out.
Oh,
and get
and by
hit
the
by
way,
a car due to accidental
you
death.
can-
And
you
then at
can-
the end of this,
You
Ray Pember
can
thinks nothing
like
suspicious
show
of
like
this
you
man,
like
'cause
you
he
can
thought-
write how they die,
I mean,
but if you
it
don't
could've
write how they
been
die, they
because
die by
he
heart
would've
attack.
just offed him when he got on the bus. So now this man does not suspect Light, and Light has his name. So after Light boomed the second local crackhead, it was time to move into phase 3 of his plan. So about a week later, at a subway station, he ends up seeing Ray Pember walking. So Light
Yep.
puts on his hood looking like he about to hit a lick. So he
Yep.
gets behind him and says, "Ray Pember, don't move a fucking muscle, or I'll
You know what?
drop your
I'm
ass
surprised.
right here."
It's
So
also because
Light
I just
tells this man
rewatched
that
it
he's Kira.
like
And to
last
prove
month.
it, he said,
And I also
"Look over there.
I
See that
I watched it in February and then I rewatched it with CJ. So it was like I didn't remember.
nigga with them glasses on.
After a year, I forget everything, bro.
I'ma drop that nigga right now." And bro right here starts having a heart attack and dies. Bro straight up off this man in the public eye. And then Light told him, "Don't worry, you shouldn't feel bad for him. He was a registered sex offender and a PDF file. Caught him talking to 3 little boys the other day." So Light gives him an
Jesus.
earpiece and tells him to board a train. So later on when he boards the train, Light tells him to open the envelope. And he sees all these papers. So Light says in his ear,
I want you to write your boss's name in every single FBI
Oh, yeah, this nigga
agent
low-key sold.
that came here in Japan. Do what I'ma drop your
Why don't they
ass
just shoot him in the
Angel
head?
bitch. Right the fuck now.
They don't know that this is Light Yagami. They don't know. They don't know that that's they don't know that that Kira is Light. They don't know.
So Ray Pember.
So you
writes
got
down
long-term
all the
memory
names.
loss?
So after this, Light told him wait 30 minutes and then get off the train.
This whole show is basically, and we haven't got to L. No shit, Sherlock. Nigga, do you not see the people trying to figure out? Like they're asking questions. This whole show, again, I'd recommend. It's only like 37 episodes. Is literally like it's such a good investigation in my opinion.
30 minutes pass.
You gotta reach JoJo's part 4. I'm actually watching. I gotta watch. I'm about to start watching it again now. I'm gonna finish it.
And right before the
Killed
lights
him.
went out,
Because that nigga wrote all that shit, killed him, and then he revealed himself.
man looked up and saw who Kira was the whole time.
Yep.
And thought before he died.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, I heard about part 4. That's probably what my
lights
vid's gonna be
went out
about.
for
We'll
Ray
see.
Pember. So did the rest of the FBI.
Yeah, he got
they
they ass.
sheet that Ray Pember wrote those names on were Death Note sheets. So the
Yep.
other 11 agents that were in Japan and his boss shortly died right afterRay. And
Yep,
just
yep.
like that light Yagami did.
If this is America, bro, would've been
this
cooked.
Man bitched the
Oh,
FBI
he gets to America and he
because
does
the
nothing,
director
and nothing
of
happens.
the FBI calls Ellen.
They go to America.
I'm sorry, but
America's gonna have to pull out of this one. This shit's getting out of hand. Now it seems that Light is ready to make his victory lap, but there was one problem. There was a loose end, and that loose end was Ray Pember's fiance,
she's
a
so
former
bad.
FBI agent. So she did some snooping around and quickly figured out
Oh my God,
whoever
the
Kira
way-
was had to be on that bus.
Yep.
Also, she ended up figuring out that he can kill in other ways besides a heart attack.
There
so
it
a
is.
couple days later, she goes to the police station.
Mind you,
because
she
she's
was-
basically
she was in
figured out this
retirement,
entire thing.
basically.
All she needs to know was who was on the bus.
What
So when-
the fuck was that fucking photo? Someone redeemed the kiss. Yo, YJ, I see you redeemed a kiss. Back to the video.
When she goes to the police station and asks to
Baby
speak to
alien.
Light's dad, who is over the case, just by coincidence, Light walks in and overhears her talking about it. So Light was like,
Who the hell is this?
Oh,
bitch!
also, if
So
you
he
didn't know,
walks up to
Light's
her and tells
dad
her,
was
Hi,
also in the
excuse me,
police
ma'am.
force,
My
but we'll
name's
get there.
Light. Pleasure to meet you. You see, my dad is the chief of the police force, so I can help you out real quick. You know what I'm saying?
so they end up walking outside and they start chatting it up. So the first
When
thing
the
Light
OF, I
asks
already have
is,
an OnlyFans.
Miss Beautiful Miss, can I have your name?
So she says,
My name's Shoko Maki.
so Light already has the name. So now his plan was to
GG.
just talk her up, figure out what she knows, and if she knew too much, he was gonna offer.
The meme
so
from
they
JoJo?
kept on
Bruh.
talking, and she just kept on yapping. But everything she said was right. And the real stinger was, she said that,
So my fiance said that he showed somebody his ID and he wasn't supposed to. So whoever he showed
Dummy.
his ID to, that's most definitely Kira.
so Light
Wait,
was like,
didn't she give a fake
"Shit."
name, I think?
She knows way too much. She got to die now.
Cause if they pull up them bus cameras,
Yup.
Light's cooked. So
Yup.
here go this sinister ass nigga. So bro starts asking her questions, but in reality, he's writing down her name. So Light
And it
thinks he's
doesn't
got
work.
her, but a couple of more seconds pass, and she's still alive. So Light ends up figuring out because Ryuk's ass was laughing at her
Use
the whole
code
time
for the
that
Amars,
she
bro.
used the alias. So that was not her real name. So Light is starting to panic. It is do or die right now.
Yup.
Because if she gets back to the police station, he's done. So he pulled this last trick out of his ass and told her,
Well, you see, ma'am, it's gonna be actually impossible for you to go back to the police station because they're very busy right now. But it's okay though, because I'm on the Kira task force.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, really? Yeah, I have connections to L too.
so this Pinocchio, long-nosed, lion-ass nigga
Yeah.
basically baited her and told her,
You know what, ma'am? You are really smart. You should join the task force with us. All you gotta do is show me your ID so I can check your credentials. So obviously, she jumped at the idea. She
Sheesh.
wants to bring her fiance's killer to justice.
so she
This nigga
whips out her
different.
ID and it's over. Light saw her real name, wrote it down, and made the Cosby of unaliving herself. So
Yup,
right before
and she
tragedy
walked
was
up
about
some
to
stairs
strike,
and
she
did it.
asked this man,
Why do you keep on looking at your watch?
oh,
Because I'm Kira. Duh, stupid bitch.
Yo,
and it was over.
she
ended up
turned
walking
around?
away, and she's going to unalive herself in GTA.
Yup.
And while she's walking away, this sick nigga is just talking and saying,
Oh, ma'am, what's wrong? You still need to use my phone,
Yeah, he was
right?
taunting
I
her.
thought we were gonna catch Kira.
and what makes this even more tragic, they never found her body. We
Yeah.
don't know what the hell happened to
Yup.
her. All we know is that she unalived herself. And
Yup.
with that, the bus jacking incident comes to a close. Alrighty, chop, moving on. We got more people dying. Flip the board for our next set of evidence.
Jesus.
Now, obviously, we know Light's biggest opposition is L. One of the smartest characters in fiction. This nigga's anime Sherlock Holmes. And this man was on Light's ass 24/7.
Wait, so he can basically kill someone and make it like suicide? I mean, he can literally write how they die.
Hey man, my name's L, and I think there's a 5% chance that you're Kira.
What? Yo, this nigga L is different.
All the way, but there's like a
That's a serial killer's dream fact.
He had this man join the Kira task force to keep an eye on him more. He even had cameras set up in his room.
Oh, does he show when he starts reading porn? That was funny. Yeah, damn, I'm surprised he didn't mention his dad at all, but yeah.
4/7, so you know.
But what he does next is so devious, it's actually insane. Like, this nigga is a fucking madman. Like, this is a legitimate madman.
Damn well that he was watching him yanking his shit.
Yup. Right.
Don't be acting like I'm reaching. You think Light was cracking Misa? Fuck no, he hated this bitch. Speaking of that, let me go ahead and introduce the accomplice, the second Kira.
So yes, so that's the other thing. There's another Kira, bro. Yeah, oh my God, bro, this show was peak, bro.
Misa, absolute brain dead. This girl suffers.
And if you haven't watched the show, I know you've seen that cosplay. Why is there a net spin nugget there, bro? See, y'all call me brain rot CJ. See, that's CJ, bro. He's the brain rot, bro.
In love with this nigga. And the reason why is because her parents were murdered. And lo and behold, guess who brought justice to the murderer?
He was stroking because he was watching her.
Off that nigga. And how she got a death note is even crazier. One night she was walking
that looks like a Rose toy.
She got approached by some crazy ass stalker nigga, and he was ready to kill her. So a Shinigami named Jealous, that was weirdly in love with her, decided to save her life and kill the stalker at the cost of his life. So Rim decided, I might as well give her the death note. He would have wanted it this way.
Don't let me get the sex note. All right.
Miss Brainrot became the second Kira. So Light decided to use her because she had the Shinigami eyes and she could see any person's name just by looking at them. But at the cost of halving your lifespan though. But Light knew he needed her to dep in his bag so he could kill people 10 times easier. So he made her pose as his girlfriend. So time passes and one day L ends up capturing Misa, suspecting her of being the second Kira because they raided her apartment and just found a bunch of shit. So she got put in confinement. So Light said, it's time to activate my master plan.
This is crazy.
To make sure Misa did not confess, he had Rim make her relinquish ownership of the Death Note, so it would wipe all of her memories of it. Then had Rim and Ryuk swap notebooks. And in the notebook, he wrote down 2 BS rules that basically said, if the person that is using the notebook hasn't wrote down a name in 13 days, they die. And if you destroy the notebook, all the humans that have used it will die. So he told Rim, go give this notebook to a greedy, power-hungry bastard and let them become Kira, while I give myself up to L, relinquish ownership of the Death Note, and go into solitary confinement for a total of 50 days. And that's what Light did, because on day 7 of his—
So, okay, if you're unaware, and I like I said, WYAP, I'm just clarifying. Just the dummy way to say it. You can get rid of your ownership of the book, meaning okay, yeah, I see you're confused. When you get rid of your ownership of the book, right? You can get rid of your ownership of the book, but then you lose every memory of you having the book. So basically what this nigga is going to do is for 50 days or however long, okay, hold on, how do I say this? Okay, so he's not gonna be Kira no more. Somebody else in the universe is gonna be him because they're gonna find the book and they're gonna start killing people because it's gonna be bound to somebody else, right? So both of them are not it no more. Meaning, didn't CJ just say this? I'm helping. The nigga just said he's confused, and I knew someone was gonna help. Philly, if you had a death note, I told you if I had the death note, I'd put your mom's pussy on it and start killing that thing. So he did it to get away with it. So yeah, so that he wouldn't accidentally, because the thing is, what they would do is they could just do so many tests to just prove that you're it, because if the killing stop and they have you under surveillance, then they'll be like, okay, you're Kira. Okay? So anyway, like I was saying, so now that they're both gonna be locked up, someone else is gonna be doing the killing, and then he's smart as fuck. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, that shit right there. Now, there's gonna be obviously one king, but I think it's gonna be, he's gonna explain it more.
Confinement, Light gave up his ownership of the Death Note and lost all of his memories of it to take all suspicion.
But it's all gonna wrap up until he he will get all his memory back if he touches a Death Note again.
Off of him. And on day 15, the murders started back up again. And the person murdering these people was Mr. Kiyosuke Higuchi of the Yotsuba group. So him and this group decided to kill other businessmen to further the growth of their company. These niggas was Disney just building a bigger monopoly. But their downfall was they had some rats. And that was these two right here. Because they basically sold out and was talking to L the whole time.
Yeah.
So over time, after Light and Misa was released from confinement, and L and Light, the two smartest niggas on the earth working on the case simultaneously, ended up figuring out that it was
That's what I was about to say.
So one night they...
So he didn't explain it too. So Light or Kira, when he was like I said, his dad was in the police force. He didn't explain it here, but his dad's in the police force, right? Since he doesn't have any recollection of being you know what I'm saying, or being Kira, since he has no recollection of being Kira, he's now on the same team as L. He's on the same team as L, but he constructed this so that by the time he touches that Death Note again, he calculated this shit. By the time he touches that Death Note again, he'll be ready to kill L. So now he's on L's team trying to figure out who the fucking who Kira is. It's a whole thing, man.
Up baiting him out with a fake broadcast saying that they're about to reveal who Kira is.
Yeah.
So later on, while this man is speeding down the road, he ends up getting stopped by a cop. So the cop do his thing. He like, license and registration, please. So Higuchi's like, all right. But this man was not reaching for the license. He was reaching for the Death Note. And he made the Shinigami ideal so he could see the officer's name. So he wrote bro's name down, but then just hit the gas and took off. So this man starts a whole high-speed chase running from this cop. And about 5 seconds later, the cop
were those
is
Hellcat?
having a heart attack and crashes into the back of a truck.
There it
Another
is.
victim by truck coon. Damn, this nigga's on a tear. So that man L said, all units, arrest this nigga. And I kid you not, this shit went from Death Note to Tokyo Drift. So this man had the whole task force chasing him, L Light and Watery in the chopper. And
there it is.
Not playing games.
Bro, so for the GTA crash, LVO.
So while this man Higuchi is speeding on the road, this man runs into a police blockade. So he ends up getting cornered and he is trapped. So he tries to drive the other way, but FaZe Watery is up here on the helicopter and says, not on my watch, fuckboy. And shoots his tire out, makes him spin out, and he crashes into the wall. And it was over for Higuchi. They surrounded that man. So they cuff him, pin him down, and they start interrogating him. Now here is where this master manipulator plan comes full circle.
Yes, look at this. Peep this. Peep this.
Higuchi tells him that there is a notebook that allows him to do all of his killings. So Light Dad goes in and searches the car, and he finds the Death Note. So when he touches it and starts looking through it, he ends up seeing Rem and freaks the out.
Remy
so then
Rem.
The other detective comes over, and he says, Chief, are you all right? The fuck you screaming for? Oh, shit! So that man L says, bring the notebook over to the helicopter. So L gets the notebook and just starts staring into nothingness, just going into a deep thought. But he ended up realizing there has to be more than one notebook because there were two Kiras.
Yeah.
And while that was happening, Light was like, let me see it. And Light grabbed
Look at this
the
shit.
notebook.
Look at this shit.
Started tweaking.
Yep.
Like he entered the Avatar state. Every single memory came back into this man's head. So L was like, bro, are you good? And Light was like, oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine. It swaps over to his face and it's over. This nigga just thinking, yes.
So he basically just got all his memories back, bruh.
According to plan. So this man pulls out a piece of paper that he
set
had
there
in his watch, plucks himself and makes him bleed, and writes down Higuchi's name with his blood. And 40 seconds later, while they're taking him back to the car to arrest him, Higuchi has a heart attack, falls to his knees, and dies. And look at this man's face, bro. It is all over. It was just about to get worse from here. So they get back to headquarters.
Yeah, the ending was so ass, it's actually annoying.
And they find those fake, bogus rules that Light made. And that fake 13 days rule basically cleared him and Misa's name. So they were off the hook. So this is when Light's mass manipulation went overboard. He made Misa go find the other Death Note, gain all of her memories back, then left a note saying, yeah, you remember that guy L? Find his real name and kill him. So she makes the Shinigami ideal again, cutting her lifespan in half again. And he makes her start killing people again.
Okay, so I'm sure he's not gonna go into detail about this. I just want to really have y'all understand. This man, Light Yagami, made this shawty half in her life twice. That means she half in it once and then half in that half. And she loved him so much, he didn't give a fudgington about that girl. He didn't give a fudge about that girl. So she did all that just for him not to care. And he said, I'm gonna ring it up, I'm gonna wife it up. This, that. He didn't give a, he used her as a pawn the whole time. The whole time, bruh. That's crazy. Bro, literally like delusion. Literal delusion, bruh.
And this is where
literal
Rim
delusion
ended up realizing what
Aura.
Light's full plan was, and that was to get suspicion back on Misa, so that Rim.
Unc, you talking too much. Just start the video. Yo, CJ Dachamp is the is where the video is. Yeah, there you go. If you were unaware.
L to protect Misa.
Hey yo, if YouTube, if you're watching, you think I'm yapping too much, I want you to put freaky CJ in the comments, man.
Rim deeply cared about Misa, so
what's up, Philly?
Pretty much
hey,
the power goes out, and she didn't already kill Watery. This old man fighting for his life.
I forgot so losing ownership of the book loses your ideal. Yes. Later, here's your restart.
L has a heart attack.
Yep.
Falls over, and before he dies, the last thing that he sees is this evil.
Yeah. Oh my God! Look at that fucking meme.
Just to
look at the meme. I didn't say y'all. I said YouTube.
Went out. L was dead. Now here comes the attitude.
Okay, so again, I mean, we're already watching, but it's like, I did not think L was gonna actually die. That junk was actually insane. Like he gets a rebirth basically, you know what I'm saying? That was crazy. I never thought that was gonna happen, but his shit is still there technically though.
To swap up. Look at this fucker. He's like, oh no, it was the Shinigami guys. You know, y'all, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I really do hate this nigga. But I have to admit, game is game. This man is the best mass manipulator.
Right, nigga, why would you watch this video not knowing it's a spoiler?
He ends up finding Rim's pile of ashes because she died because
I knew him for 10 minutes and I liked him. You know what's crazy though? I'm not gonna lie, watch the show. You don't even know half the shit of like, you actually have, even though you know what's about to happen and this, that, and the fourth, watch the show. It is actually insane. Like you will actually get to see Light's L's process, his thought process, how smart it was, dead ass. Watch the show. Like it's literally like it's actually so good. And read them out. Yeah, you can do that too. Like dead ass, if you watch it, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like there's like a whole nother side. Like we didn't even get to see about his dad, this, that, the fourth. We didn't see how crazy what's her name is, Misa. Like I'd watch it
casually.
How long is it? It's only 37 episodes. Only 37 episodes.
Was about to go on another mass murder requiem.
Or somewhere around there.
This man stands at the top of the building, pulls out his pen, and just started going on a rampage. These two people that were on the task force, that were basically convicts, yeah, it was raps for them.
How's your day been?
Nina Williams.
Only 37? Bro, most popular anime is like 400, 300.
And dies. And this next one was tragic. This dude right here, Iber, his wife and kid walks in the room.
Oh my God.
And the kid's like, Daddy! Just to see his dad's corpse fall on the ground. Oh man, and y'all remember the Yotsuba group? They thought they were scot-free. Renji gets up and tells Suguru that we did it, man. This is a new start for Yotsuba. Yeah, man, our stock is about to roar. Just for this man to fall over, cough up blood, and old boy right here knew he was cooked. He has a heart attack.
Yep.
And every single member of the Yotsuba group died.
Yep.
The light didn't stop.
And look at that fucking pose.
I have a theory, because they didn't confirm this, but I honest to God think that this is true. While he's on this killing montage, it shows all the past news reporters that have reported on this man. Now you see this woman right here. Look this. On this board where it shows a bunch of criminals being wiped out, she is on the bottom right, and her picture goes out. So that tells me this nigga killed all of the news reporters.
Okay, maybe she was just the one criminal. Like, you know how some news reporters are criminals? Or maybe some president candidates? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, maybe she just happened to also be a criminal too. I don't know. I don't remember.
Shit about him. I'm sick. I'm actually fucking sick. Nigga said, fuck bad press. Y'all can suck my dick, TMZ.
Yo.
After this, it just got worse. Over the next 5 years, Light's killings increased.
What if I have the
tenfold
defibrillator?
because there was nobody
Can I
that
just
could stop
negate
him.
the heart
So
attack?
This is a time where this man had to
I
have
doubt it.
dropped
It's probably
off
like
at
it's such a good heart
least
attack.
100,000 plus.
Dude, he's killed
Nigga,
so many people.
America claimed him as law, judge, jury, and executioner because they couldn't do nothing. Look at George Bush old ass. You know he ain't do shit. But I can't blame the old nigga because Light's reign of
That was another thing. America dead ass said to this nigga, "We do not want smoke with you, nigga. We do not want smoke." That's basically what they said. We don't want smoke, nigga. That's basically
this guy worse and worse and worse.
That's dead ass
can
aura.
Control truck coon on command. And the most chilling
America
thing this
folded
man
so
ever
quick
did was
because he
go to
he didn't show it, but he literally made a call to the fucking president and said, "Oh ass nigga, I can come over there and fuck y'all right in the booty cheeks. No lube either. Dead ass, dead booty crack."
Great. And just start derangingly laughing his ass off. Look at this nigga.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, low key, if America did drop a nuke, it probably wouldn't have done anything. I mean, it probably would have like ended the problem. Yo,
He
okay.
has his ass up. He's
Yo.
twerking at his grave and spitting on his shit. I mean, look at that thing. That shit is moving. This nigga Light said, "Huck, ate my testicles, nigga." And with Light's
I see this nigga, man.
victory, we now move into
Corruption
our final
again.
set.
I didn't do any of that.
Now, at this point in time, Light has taken
Death Note
the
not beating
mantle of
Goku.
L.
Yes, no.
Light just didn't kill L.
Look what
He
you
took
did.
his whole
I
flow,
did nothing.
His whole name.
What did
And
I
L's
do?
Successors, Nier and Mello, are now on his ass.
So here's the successors.
Mello and the Mafia decided to kidnap the director of the MPA so they could trade him for the Death Note. So
I
guess what
receive,
Light
you
did?
receive.
Ding, ding, ding. You probably guessed it. Light kills the director of the MPA, so the Mafia will lose their leverage. But guess what? That's just the start of
Light
this
ain't
last
beating me.
little list.
All right, little bro.
So you want to hear some more terrible
Chat, I'm
shit?
so wet.
I got you. So since Light killed the
This
director
part, I
of
like
the
this part
MPA,
too.
Mello and the Mafia
When the dad got
decided,
involved?
let's kidnap this man's sister so they
Yep.
can get more leverage.
Yep.
So after this whole trade went down and they got back his sister, she was so traumatized by this experience. Her mind was broken. She was
I'm
so
sweating,
fucked
chat.
up she couldn't even talk. Had her in a wheelchair and everything at Arkham Asylum. And his sister was sadly a victim of his actions. But guess
Jeez.
who also was a victim of his actions? His daddy. Yeah.
Yep.
This man used his dad as a pawn.
This was
to get
actually
back
insane,
that
too.
Death Note,
This show was
Light
crazy,
decided
bro.
to relinquish his. It made Misa send a message that said, Kira will be relinquishing his Death Note to somebody in the task force. And guess who took ownership of that Death Note and made the Shinigami ideal? His daddy. So
Sheesh.
later on, they end up raiding Mello's hideout. And at the end of the raid, Light tells his dad to confront Mello. So while Light's dad is confronting Mello, Light's dad was hesitant
If
about
Konosuba-
writing
yes.
his name down and killing him. So one of the dudes that was left alive shoots his dad in the back. And Mello blows
He set his
up
dad up?
hideout.
Basically, yeah.
So after this,
And
they
peep
are
this.
in the hospital, and
Peep this,
Light's
peep this,
dad
peep
is
this.
about to die.
Peep
so
this.
you know what this sick, pathetic bastard does? He says, Dad, please, before you go, you've got to write his name
He literally
down.
took back shots.
Nigga serious?
Come on, old motherfucker, help me out here, damn it. Do something useful for your son before you fucking die.
Now his dad Loki sold him.
Get him the fuck out of here. Get him the, please. Black,
Yo.
get him the fuck out of here.
Like, I can't begin to tell you how pathetic this shit was. Yo dad is about to die. Because of your actions, by the way. And you're
Yeah.
begging this nigga to get somebody's name for your personal gain. Sick bastard.
Yeah.
And this wasn't even the worst part. Since his dad had
Why he
the
set his dad up?
Shinigami
He don't give a
eyes,
fuck.
he looked at Light and said,
Oh, sonny boy, I'm glad to see that you not Kira because
Yup.
I could see your lifespan. I could die at peace.
So chat, this nigga's so smart, bro. Cause look, what he did was he looked at his dad. Hold on, I need to start doing this. Look, he looked at his dad, or like his dad, since his dad had the book. You can see other niggas' lifespans. The only niggas you can't see lifespans is the niggas who also have the book, because he could see that his son had no lifespan or anything. He basically confirmed that, oh yeah, that nigga's not, he's not Kira. Shit's beautiful, man. Shit's beautiful, bruh. He basically confirmed it, but then like I said, like he kept calculating how to get the book back and shit. I'm going to touch
This
you.
man's dad died not knowing that his son was Kira because he relinquished that death note. Because the thing was that if you were a user of the death note, a person with Shinigami eyes could not see your lifespan. So his dad died living a lie. Sickening shit.
That's so sad.
His blood is on Light's hands. So this man joins Doflamingo in the Patricide Club. Now we have come down to our last
Leave it to CJ.
victim. And this one was just peak manipulation. So while Kira's influence was growing stronger in the world,
crocodile
and
tears
was out here inciting riots to stop Nier, he needed the right people to spread his message. So the ex-Kira, Teru Mikami, who was basically Light's right-hand man that he personally chose after making Misa relinquish her death note again and losing all of her memories, decided we need a change of management. So this fat nigga, Demigawa, who is the leader of Kira's kingdom and is the spokesperson for this cult, decided to stream their Sunday service on TV.
Tell me how you feel now.
Yes, Lord.
So Mikami said, fuck these niggas. So he deletes every single one of these lunatics.
Jesus.
Then he saved Demigawa's fat ass for last. He said, the doors of the church are open, but not for you.
Oh my gosh.
So after Mikami disbanded the Church of Kira, he chose a loyal supporter of Kira to be the next spokesperson. And that was Kiyomi Takeda, Light's ex-girlfriend back in college.
Y'all hear this?
You see where this is probably.
And she was a news reporter. She was a news reporter.
Convinced the task force that we should use Shorty.
They glitz the nigga they don't even know. Kind of like y'all.
And find out who that is.
You get it? Because you're always on my dick.
Light had ulterior motives with her. So one night he meets up with her. So here go this manipulation.
Dude, I'm so wet.
Riz.
How you doing, Shorty? You looking as fine as ever.
And he just had her in the palm of his hand. So he basically told her, look, Shorty, I'm Kira, and I see that my dog has chosen you as my spokesperson. So I'ma make you the goddess of the new world. And she was so ecstatic. She was entrenched in this nigga. And yeah,
no one's on your shit.
Guess what happened after this.
I guess your
Now,
mom's a nobody, huh?
But let's be real. Light laid the pipe on her ass.
How good is that dick?
So after Light got done
see
getting
that?
his freak on and
see
getting
that?
Takeda to work with him,
I told
he
y'all,
had
man, it's not
Shorty
me.
basically being another Kira. So he made Mikami make a fake notebook and sent the actual names to Takeda.
Philly
bringing
corrupted
her in
CJ.
and making
That has
her
nothing to do
some
with me,
damn
bro.
Killing. And she was just dignitized. She had that Jeffrey Dahmer syndrome when Shorty's was just
farted.
fiending over that nigga for some odd reason. Time for shit to get crazy. So one day, Takeda ends up getting ran up on and kidnapped by Mello. So a couple hours passed and Mello started trying to interrogate her. Bro pulled out the gun and said, all right, chop chop. Take off them clothes and start shaking them booty cheeks. I'ma blow your fucking brains out, bitch. So while she starts stripping, she ends up taking a piece of the death note out that she had in her bra.
Yeah.
So while Mello's transporting her in the back of this truck, she ends up calling Light and she on the phone
Corruption
saying,
progress 96. All right.
please help me. This weird nigga came, put me in the back of a truck, and told me to shake my booty cheeks. So Light said,
Baby, calm down. Now, did you do what I told you to do if you ever got in a situation like this?
yeah. And that is what she did because she wrote Mello's name down and killed that nigga.
Damn.
But Light, being a sick and twisted bastard,
Damn.
decided, nah, I'ma get as much out of you as I can until your gas tank is empty, bitch. So Light told her on the phone,
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
So he made her call up Mikami and made her tell him, send me as many criminals as you can so I can go on a killing spree.
Yeah.
So while she was doing that, Light was just sitting in the car
Yeah.
on the way to go pick her up. And in his head, he just said, man, you know what? You should have never went to that frat party without me, bitch.
Yo.
And it
There
was all
she
over
goes.
for Shorty. Light made her unalive herself by burning herself alive and setting everything
That's
on
so
fire
crazy,
to get rid
bro.
of every single piece of evidence. And just like that, that was Light Yagami's final victim. Because the next day on January 28th, this nigga—
That's Ula's birthday.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, with the final confrontation.
Daily
with Nier,
streaming. Yo,
Light
what's good,
got
Black
cooked.
boy?
This nigga went out.
Hey, shout out, man. We getting that
sad,
CJ
bro.
Stemmy right
Nier
now,
read
man.
This motherfucker like a book. It was actually fucking hilarious seeing this nigga lose his mind because Mikami utterly failed.
Yo,
So
I'm
Light
not gonna
tried
lie.
to
This ending was actually the most ass shit of all time. Bro, this ending was so buns, bro. Nigga, I could put a fucking McDouble in between that shit, bro.
A fast one, but Matsuda just dumped bullets in his ass. So for Light to escape, Mikami just unwrapped himself. Nigga committed seppuku, and Light just ran away. But they didn't even bother chasing him. He was done. So
this ending was actually so buns.
Thing was just like,
I was so upset, bro.
I'll give it to you, Light. You was one entertaining motherfucker. But I need my notebook back.
And on January 28th,
Wooloo birthday.
2010, anime's most deadliest serial killer dies of a heart attack. Man, how everything comes full fucking circle, doesn't it, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, it's time for our final tally. Now, obviously, keeping kill count in this is literally impossible because there were mad off-screen deaths. And he just wasn't killing criminals, he was killing innocent people too.
Yeah.
And also people with just petty crimes. He probably killed your ass if you got a speeding ticket. That's just
or if you had some weed, bro, on that. We're not even gonna make that joke, man.
Motherfucker was just evil. I mean, you
They be
know
catching
how many
people off
families he probably tore apart doing this shit? A lot. Shit, one like equals one prayer for these families, man. But here's what we'll do.
That was a
one
good
of y'all
one.
can get an actual reasonable number and people actually agree with you, I'll pin the comment and we'll make that our number. But you know what that number gonna be right now? Drum roll, please.
100 plus. A
lot.
Wow.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I ain't lying. Anyways, man, case closed. And that is another installment of Anime's Deadliest Serial Killers. So hope y'all enjoyed and get ready, baby. Because our next trial is going to be the beefiest one we've ever had. Yes, I'm already giving you a warning right now. So until then, I'm out this, huh?
Yeah. What the fuck was that noise? Yo, first of all, you know what I'm saying? Shout out CJ, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, Death Note is one of those, man. Yeah, shorter than that. Anyway, Death Note is one of those, man. I love Death Note. Beautiful, beautiful show. Bun's ending. Shout out Misa because of the fact that that nigga used her, bruh. Straight up nut rag. She used her as a nut rag. Then his other ex used her. So at the end of the day, bruh, he just, man. At the end of the day, bruh, I don't know, man. Just go watch it for yourself. Shout out CJ again, man. Beautiful video, bruh.